I'm super excited about MYECON because of the freedom, the flexibility that it allowed for me and my family to have. Before MYECON, I was in the military and we had more month than we had money. After applying the strategies and using the system, we've been able to cash flow up to $700,000. I have retired without having to get a retirement job, and my wife is on the same path to retire within the next 2 years so we could just live our life on purpose and with our kids. That's why I'm excited about MYECON.
Hey, what's going on, family? It's yours truly, Nick Woodard, checking in with you. Another amazing day. Hey, real quick, I want to just share my personal testimony on how MYECON, the personal financial success company, has helped change me and my family's life, right? So before MYECON, I was living not even paycheck to paycheck. I was living getting paid Friday to being broke on Monday, right? I had credit cards maxed out. I was in debt up to my neck and was clueless about money. So I was introduced to this opportunity by my personal mentor, Mr. Terrence Hill, the founder of the Financial Blueprint Academy, because we believe in giving people a financial peace of mind, right? And he shared this information with me, and based off the first strategy when it comes to cash flow management, I was able to legally adjust my W-4 form as well as my wife's, and we income shifted an extra $700 back into our household each and every month, right? And we took the new cash flow and put it towards our debt. And up to today's date, we have snowballed over $50,000 in debt at the government's expense, right? And on top of that, we have actually cash flowed just over $100,000 by applying these strategies. So I encourage each and every one of you to reach out to anyone you hear who is talking about personal financial success, representing MYECON, because we're all about changing lives and we want to welcome you to the financial journey. Have a blessed one. Peace.
We're in this room because we've come from so many different companies within this amazing industry in so many different countries, but we all deal with the same thing. So there's no faking it here, right? We're here not to compete with one another, which is a rare culture, by the way. Thank you, Art Jonak, for creating a culture like this. We're not here to compete, but complete one another. A rare culture in our industry, a rare culture to have, right? Because wealth is a minority. If it was a majority, everybody would have it. But everybody doesn't have $1 million, so it makes it a minority. That means that the majority of folks won't believe in what you're doing. They won't follow what you're doing because it's a minority. If it was a majority, everybody would say, oh yeah, network marketing, direct sales, count me in. But because it's not that, it's a minority. So don't expect to see the majority do what the minority only have. And so let's make sure we don't have a false expectation right from the beginning of our list. Look, I made a list, my first list ever. They said, look, make out a list of everybody you know. Don't prejudge, right? You've been told this. Don't prejudge. And so I did so. I made a list of everybody that I wanted to put on the list. It was 116 people. Now, I'm sure I knew more people than that. I was in my 20s, and I knew more people than 116. But those are folks that I felt comfortable putting on the list. 116 people. Your money may not come from the people on your list, but through the people on your list. And so sometimes we get so caught up on the people on our list and who's joining and who's not, but it's what's coming through your list, not necessarily what's on your list. If I was worried about the people who were on my list, I wouldn't be in front of you today, that's for sure, because out of 116, only one is with me. And by the way, the one that's with me is not the superstar. That's the one who led to the superstar. So not any of our Millionaire Club members, not any of our six-figure incomers, none of them were on my initial list. Sometimes our hesitancy, our fear is contacting the people on our list because we're concerned about what they're going to think about what we're doing, concerned about what we're saying, if we're going to say the right thing. But if you put your mindset, and it's not just that person, but who can come through them, then maybe you'll contact them knowing that it's not so much about them, but who they know. And so this is very important that we understand that our list is bigger than what's on your piece of paper. This is the feeling you gotta have because the attitude comes before the paycheck. People say it all the time. It's easy for you. You think that way because money's not an issue in your life anymore. No, the attitude came before the paycheck. I had to think that way first. Posture. Now, I get excited when people tell me my brother's with me. We're doing it together as a family. My mom is with me. My son is with me. That's admirable, and I get excited for you. It's just not my story. This is the reason why you come to events like this, and we invite our teams to come to events like this, because even when I can't reach my team, a third party can. Because perhaps they can't relate to my story because no one on my list is really with me except one. But there's someone else who will get on the stage and say, my mom's with me, my son's with me, everybody with me. It's a whole family affair. And then you can relate to that because your family's with you. You can't relate to my story because my family's not with me. My family said, are you rich yet? You making $1 million yet? I was in for 3 months. They're like, you rich yet, son? I'm like, Dad, you've been driving the bus for 30 years. You ain't rich yet. I didn't say that. I just thought about it. Because my father didn't believe in timeout. I'd have been knocked out in the corner.